How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to the House of Fata Morgana. And now we are getting a good glimpse into what looks like the Beast's past, or at least Beastia that we know. And obviously he considers that a class, not an actual, like, individual. And I have a feeling, I don't know, based on the length of part 1, I have a feeling we're going to be getting to the end of this part. I don't know exactly if we will, but I feel like we are. And I have no idea what on earth to expect. But last time we got to meet more of the merchant's lover. What was her name? Paulina. That's it, Paulina. And the younger guy who lost his family and stuff. But the sound effects here are just grating. So I'm gonna just move on, and I'm assuming you're gonna be caught up to speed. So thank you for joining me, and let's listen to my my voice acting, which is just so lovely. Water, 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 water. I just need some water, just some water. Will they attack me again? No, if I ask. Did they look like they were open to requests? No, they tried to kill me. They almost killed me. They threw some stones at me. There's more than that. Hoes and knives and sticks. I don't know. Things I didn't even recognize. They hit me with them. They tried to kill me. They looked like they were going to kill me. I almost died. I'm on the verge of death even now. My throat is sore. It hurts. No, I don't feel pain anymore. It burns? Does it burn? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm so thirsty. Water. I just need water. Will they not even give me any water? Why? Why not? Because I'm a beastia? Because I'm a beast. Because I don't need to live. Because I don't deserve to live. A beast's meant to die. Am I meant to die? I'm thirsty. My stomach's probably empty too. I don't know anymore, but I'm hungry. So very hungry. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. It's a lot of can't take it. Water. I just need water. Just some water. What must I do to get some water from the village? A well. A well. If I can find a well. There has to be a well. I know what that is. I know what a well is. What else do I know? Nothing. Nothing. I have no memories. I have nothing. I'm a beast. A newborn beast. Ugh. Really sounds like he's struggling. What is this? It's buried. It's red. It feels rough. Oh, I don't know what it is. There's something. There is something. I know it's something. I know it. I know this. This is mine. It must be mine. It's mine. I know this. It's mine. I know how to use it, how to touch it, how to hold it, how to swing it. I know what this is, what to do with it, what it's for. Okay, yeah. So I'm still kind of going to lean on. I still think my running theory is that Beastia is an ex-soldier from the war that recently had been happening. Man, those sounds are horrible. Yeah, I think he's a soldier or an ex-soldier from the war. And I don't know why he lost his memory. Maybe it's suppression or something, but at the same time, yeah, I think that's why he instinctively knows what a sword is. I know that with this, I can fight on equal footing with them. A beast, beast, beast. I am a beast. Beasts are meant to be ridiculed, to be hated, to be resented, to die. But I want to live, which means I only have one option. Only one way. Only one. With this, I must overthrow those who tormented me. I think I can do that. I can do that. Water and food. I can get that. I can get anything. Ha 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 ha. Javi's mother. Oh. Ooh. Who could that be this time of night? Who's there? You shouldn't answer it. It's probably a beggar or something. These are dangerous times. You're right. How unpleasant a world we live in, that we should have to fear for our lives in this little village. Unpleasant indeed. I hope things go back to how they were to be soon enough. God, you just don't give up. Who's there? You're not coming in without identifying yourself. This is rather strange. What's going on, Dad? Oh, it's just... Oh, did the noise wake you? There's nothing to worry about, son. Go back to bed. It'll be quiet down soon. The door... Huh? And here he is. I don't know, I can't do that noise. That was a horrible death noise. That does a discredit to the horror of the scene. Oh man, I just choked it out. I'm sorry. What's... Hubby! Look away! Why is the beastia? Run, you hear me! Go out the back door and let everyone know. Shout as loud as you... What is this? What's going on? Why? There's blood. Why? It can't be. Why? Mom? Dad? Beastia, you... Why would you... It's interesting he didn't kill him, though. Why? And yet he spared him. Fascinating. Ow. What's the matter? You sound like you're in pain. Would you like me to fetch you some water? Water. Don't touch me. Keep your hands off me. Huh? Not a particularly restful sleep, I take it. You... Why are you always hiding? Why did you disappear? You were always around before. Show yourself. Show yourself immediately. Where are you? Show yourself. And if I did, what would you do then? Kill me? You thirst for blood. To instill fear. To live. In the face of your desire, others' lives are meaningless. That is the kind of man you are. Or, do you intend to pretend that you never did anything of the sort? Shut up, shut up, shut up! I couldn't help it. I wanted to live. I didn't want to die. Yes indeed. That's the kind of man you are. You'll kill for your own sake. You'll kill a child's mother and father as he stands there watching. They tried to kill me first. All of them, the entire village. Calm yourself. Who are you speaking to? Please, get a hold of yourself. Silence! Stop talking. Keep your hands off me. I'll kill you too. I'm a beast who will kill anyone. Calm down. It's alright. Everything is alright. It's alright. I'm a beast. Beasts kill, and so I kill. Breathe slower. I will not harm you, and you will not harm me. It's all right. Put your arms around me. See for yourself that I am not afraid of you. This is brilliant. What are you clinging onto this woman for? Is that the only way you can maintain your grip on yourself? It would be so much easier if you simply accepted the fact that you're a beast. You've always been one, haven't you? Can a beast cultivate love like a human? Weep in sorrow like a human? No, they cannot. It's utterly ridiculous. Shut up, shut up, shut up! It's alright. I'm here. I'm right here. Can I trust you? Of course. This little facade will be over soon enough. It will end at that woman's hand. Because that's what she's here for. To crush your soul into tiny pieces. I really feel like these voices they tend to be really soft, so I hope they're coming through okay. Alright, now what's this going to be about? This may be, I'm going to guess it's Pauline meeting the merchant. But we'll see. We met 3 years ago. I thought for sure I'd get burned. Sitting beneath the hellishly pounding sun on that sweltering summer day. It's only ever on days such as those that we end up having lunch outside. Not just out of the house, literally outside. The heat was searing. I could hear the cries of seagulls from the restaurant's terrace. I remember the days clear as crystal. Yep. Oh, yes, I have to say, the food here is spectacular. And I love that they give you so much meat. No, I think my gut'd explode the first time I saw it. Wouldn't you say so, son? Indeed, yes, it is. By the look at your face, say you're already feeling it. Very jovial man, I feel like. You're not going to make it in this line of work without a big old stomach, son. I'm a huge fan of this country's food. One taste and you'll never forget it. I'd like to bring an entire cuisine back with me if I could. This is the first time we've seen you in how long? And you're talking about... Oh no, this is mother. I totally read that line wrong. This is your first time we've seen you in how long? And you're talking about food? The first thing you asked when we arrived was, is the restaurant by the seaside still open, for goodness sake? Is your heart made out of stone? What would you prefer we discuss the mundane? Why don't we even talk about market development or the spice inventory? That's not what I meant. It's hot. My parents' relationship is on thin ice, but the air feels like it's on fire. It's much too hot. My dad loves the seaside restaurant. It actually specializes in fish, but he always asks for meat. Isn't fish meat? Okay, maybe it's translating specifically to like more like venison or beef. Though always isn't very often. He's out of the country most of the time, so we rarely eat together as a family. For that reason, I can usually put up with a little heat for a family gathering. Well, awkward maybe? Today, however, it's awkward. Go on, son, dig in. You can't find the food this good back home. As you say. Every course on the table is lined with meat. Even I'm starting to feel heavy in the gut. At this rate, I might turn into meat myself. What kind of meat would I turn into, though? I guess beef, maybe. The meal keeps on like this. Just how much food are you planning to put to order? I can't believe you. Why did I ever marry you? Oh, fetch. Yeah, you're on rocks if in public you're saying that. Come now, we're out as a family. You could stand to be a little more pleasant. And who do you think is making me unpleasant? Now. From time to time our eyes meet, but every time they do we both avert our gaze. This goes on throughout the meal. My father invited him to lunch. Dad introduced him as his right hand, so I assume he's also a traitor. His eyes are somewhat narrow, his posture perfectly upright. He looks very no-nonsense, and not especially affable. Frankly, he kind of scares me. Hey, Dad? Are we going anywhere after lunch? I figured, since we're all together, maybe we could take a walk or visit someplace out of town? Yes. Actually, I've got a letter to write up after this. A letter to one of the bigwigs back home. So I'm planning to head straight back to the trading post. Oh, okay. Can't say I'm especially surprised. What do you want me to do? It's work. It has to be done. If I could get an audience with him in person, maybe this wouldn't be necessary, but that's not possible. So I have no choice but to write a long, long letter. Oh, yes, Pauline. If you're going on a walk, bring him along. I'm sure he's tired of putting up with me all day in and out. Oh, in day in and out. What? Oh, no, Hold on now. Can you please leave Pauline out of this? She has things she needs to do too. What's the big deal? You want to know about the area? Ask someone who lives there. That's the best way to learn. Besides, you'll stick out like a sore thumb wandering around on your own, son. But I couldn't. You don't mind, do you, Pauline?
Not at all.
Oh, God, you're the most inconsiderate man, Mom says, then leans in and whispers to me. Listen to me. Do not let your guard down around that foreign man. My father is, as a matter of fact, a foreigner. And the man he brought to lunch is from the same country. He said, do not trust a foreign man. Look at my father. Look at my husband.
This is a park.
Indeed it is. It is a park.
My assignment to show the man around town is, to be honest, going quite horribly. This is a park. No, just no. Couldn't you come up with anything better, Pauline? But I don't know anything about the history of the park. In fact, I don't know much about anything of this town's history. I just sort of walk around every day, not really paying it much mind. Couldn't someone with more knowledgeable make a better guide? I can't do it. I don't ask for this of me. Also, he doesn't talk very much. He's got this peculiarly stern look on his face. He really does scare me. Don't worry, Mom. Your daughter won't mistakenly fall for a foreigner.
Uh-huh.
At any rate, regardless of how I feel, I am still technically his guide. I've got to try a little harder. Though I know it won't be easy. And then, there's a fountain.
There is, indeed, a fountain.
There is a fountain. Again. No, seriously, Pauline. He has eyes. I'm sorry. I'm not much of a guide. Maybe my dad could show you around instead.
No, don't worry about it. I think you're doing just fine. In fact, I'm sorry you got roped into this. I doubt you much enjoy having to walk around town besides, someone like me.
What? No, that's not it at all.
Oh, is that so? I'm glad to hear it. Here's an idea. Rather than guide me, how about this? Why don't you show me what you usually do, the places you normally go?
Do you really want to see that?
I'd prefer to see the town through the eyes of a resident. To see what it is for what it is, rather instead of what makes good sightseeing.
Alright then. I often get ham sandwiches from the shops near here. Having lunch out on a walk by the fountain is the most wonderful thing. Look over there. See the butcher shop and the bakery next to it? I'll buy bread from the bakery and bring it to the butcher, get a few slices of ham, put it on the bread. It's absolutely to die for.
Careful your words, and yeah, sandwiches were a lot simpler back in the day. But you just had a huge lunch.
I'm not getting one right now. Also, please don't think I'm as carnivorous as my dad.
Sorry, didn't mean to imply such a thing.
Jeez. Wait, hold on. Did he just smile? He did. It was a small one, but he did. He can actually smile. Being human, that should be obvious, but it's kind of strange seeing him do it. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get along, even just a little bit. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, go right ahead.
Could you tell me about your home country? I've asked Dad, but he won't tell me very much.
Ah.
Come on, how about it? I'm really curious.
He probably doesn't know much himself.
What? About his own homeland? Some don't. What do you...
How about that fountain? I'd like to get a closer look at it. What is he dodging? At the spot you say you like to sit.
Okay. What was that just now? Did he dodge my question? Is there something that he doesn't want me to get into? From this angle...
Looks like the fountain's sitting on top of the ocean.
Ah, yes, it does. It does. If you want, we could go to the beach. It's a straight walk from...
Oh, excuse me.
It's a straight walk from here.
No, I like this view. The sea is pretty cool here. You can clearly see the whites of the fountain upon it.
The sea is a different color than the fountain.
It is. In fact, the sea's often changing colors itself, but out on the water, it can be easy to overlook. It can be the color of emeralds, or a deep blue like sapphires, or almost black like obsidian. The sea has a face, and with it, many expressions.
Huh. I'd like to see that. Maybe I'll ask Dad to take me on out on his ship.
You have quite the adventurous spirit. Not many women will say they want to ride a ship.
You think? I want to go everywhere I haven't been before.
Oh man, I feel you, sister, right here.
I want to see for myself the world that extends beyond this town.
Ah, that's a fine ambition. Hopefully the time will come when anybody will have access to a ship with relative ease.
He actually smiles quite a bit, I guess. And we seem to be talking pretty comfortably, too. He's a lot more friendly than he looks. He appears almost noble the way he looks out to sea, his gaze steadfast and unwavering. Oh dear, that was close. He almost deceived me. He's a foreign man, I'm simply his guide. You mustn't think you've grown close to him just because you were able to hold a brief conversation.
By the way...
Pardon me? Yes.
That outfit you're wearing.
What, this? Oh yes, it's absolutely splendid. My dad brought it back for me. It's of a peculiar design with unusual accessories. The moment I saw it, I said, "Oh my! Oh my," I said. It's so pretty. I want to show it off to everyone.
I see.
Oh, it's just so magnificent. He actually has a decent eye for clothing. I guess he has more of it than more in that head of his than meat.
Actually, I brought back that outfit.
Huh?
When I heard I was going to meet my boss's daughter, I thought it would be the best if I brought some kind of gift. So I had a tailor imitate the style of my homeland. I'm delighted it's to your liking.
What? Oh, hold on a second.
Interesting. Alright, so it definitely... I don't know, but it definitely feels Eastern. So, alright. They're part of a merchant trading line. They mentioned spice, which implies like the Dutch India Company kind of group. I don't know Japanese history very well, but I have learned a little bit, and I remember that probably around this time period, there was a window where Japan opened a single port for import and exportation. And it was at that one port where they did a lot of trades, where they got a lot of imports. As a matter of fact, it was the Dutch that had like an exclusive rights to it, and that's why a lot of Japanese words for some of the more Western type of things kind of came from. For instance, in Japanese, the word pan is bread, which is based on the word pan in Dutch, which means bread, because bread and wheat and the development of rising yeast-like breads were very different. It was culturally something that they like learned from the foreigners. And so like there's an interesting Dutch influence on the Japanese language, which I don't know very much, but I loved learning about that because it's so cool. So perhaps he and her father are Japanese in descent, but he's talking about like the homeland and making it sound like they can't get back there. Perhaps when they sign on to join like the trading companies, they might be technically exiled, maybe no longer considered citizens anymore. And that could be why they're also so, like, why her father really doesn't know his homeland, because he really hasn't ever been there very much. And then why this merchant might be having, like, reservations of talking about it because he possibly could have been chosen an exile's life and now will never see his family again, so he doesn't really want to talk about it. Now, this is all theory, because like I said, I don't know enough about the history. That's one of the things, like, one of the reasons why I've chosen, like, I've chosen I want to learn more about the Japanese language, not just because of my interest in visual novels and anime, like, that's a part of it, I'm sure. But I also found that as I learned a little bit about the history and culture of Japan, it's a fascinating thing to learn about. And I'm a history kind of guy. Like, I might not be great at, like, particular dates and such, but I love just the narrative of culture, like how we got to where we are. And linguistics is a fun aspect of that, learning where words come from. English is especially fascinating because of how much it just Frankensteined words into itself. And like how those words then shifted over time too. So it's very fascinating for me. I love that kind of stuff, and I love learning about that. And so it's very interesting because in the story it would make sense if they're making a reference to that. But again, I'm not entirely sure if exile would be part of joining the Dutch India companies, or if at this time they shifted over. Because I know there was also there was a point where they had the spice trade, and then they cut it off because they became more imperialized altogether. And then America, with I think Great Britain, opened up the trade, kind of had a very aggressive trade negotiation with Japan back in the mid to late 1800s, but I'm not entirely sure about that, like when that happened. It's just, I don't know. I need to know more about this stuff. I hope to learn more about this stuff, but that's another thing. Like, I'm not just being some like, oh, I like this, I love anime, so I'm gonna learn Japanese. Like, that's not who I am. I'm genuinely curious to learn more about the culture and history as well. I honestly had already decided before I really got into visual novels that I wanted to learn an Eastern language. I was thinking Chinese, because it's going to be very useful to know, and I love Chinese history too. But as I've found more and more of my time is being spent on genuinely building stuff like content on my YouTube channel that is very much Japanese based, it seemed more logical and more fun to be able to study Japanese. And so it's funny because like there's so many people who are like, I want to learn Japanese, and it's just like, oh, you just love this one little part. I love all of it. If any of you are watching this who are from Japan, know that from the bottom of my heart, I simply just want to understand more about a culture and history that I've never had a chance to access growing up because we just don't talk about it in our schools. There's so much about it that's so fascinating. And one of the biggest things I think I want to know more about actually is spirituality. Like, I want to know more about Shinto and Buddhism and any other like break-offs or religious factions that are part of like the East in general that I just don't understand or have never like sat down and talked with someone about before. Like, I want to know more and more about that kind of stuff. Someday I'm going to. Like, that's why I want to do stuff like go live in Japan for a little while. Like, it's because I want to really experience and see and learn with my own eyes and ears and be able to, like, be a part of something just for a little while. You know, something so different from the background and history that I always grew up learning about. But anyway, that was a long, long rant about stuff that really doesn't matter. It's just my own personal ambitions, but... Anyway, so back to the history lesson. Ultimately, I'm wondering if her father and the merchant are Japanese who effectively exiled themselves because they joined the very successful trading business. They could still be useful because they could be translators and they could negotiate deals, but they were effectively ostracized as citizens because of the very I don't know the position. I don't remember the nationalistic position, maybe. Anti-alien position of the times. Maybe those work. But anyway. Yes. So you're saying these clothes I'm fawning over were given to me by you, and you had them made for me? Indeed. And completely oblivious, here I am wearing them now. More precisely, you've been wearing them since lunch. What? Oh, why didn't you say something before? This is humiliating. I want to bury my head in the sand. But I thought you liked them. I do indeed, but having never met you, I wasn't sure what colors you liked, but I was relieved to see you wearing them. They look nice on you. Oh. He said that with a smile.
He's always standing up perfectly straight. I need to work on that. Always looking stern and no nonsense. It kind of scares me. But he's a gentleman. I'm going to go change. What? I'm going to go change. I'll be back in 5 seconds. Just you wait there. That'd be a magic trick. 5 seconds isn't feasible. Oh, help me, Mom. I really, really need your help. Because my heart just skipped a beat. For a foreign man. I'll fetch. There she goes. Oh, is that so? Very well then. Oh no, thank you for the information. I really appreciate it. And don't worry about me. I'll keep safe. Goodbye. Shortly before I arrived at the village, a beast appeared. It killed a number of villagers and then disappeared. Ever since then, the village hasn't been itself. There's a cloud of gloom hovering over it, fear visible in everyone's eyes. At first, I thought their fear was of a beast returning, but that's not quite right. Their troubles with the beast are, in fact, still ongoing.
If it's the merchant, I am going to throw a fit.
Ah, Javi. Hey, I hear you were asking around about the beast? Yeah. Talking about the beast is taboo. People are gonna push you away even harder now. Though, I guess you are leaving in a few days. People going missing. Your beast problem is still going on, isn't it? Huh? After asking around, I'm beginning to piece things together. When the beast first appeared, you chased it away. However, later, the beast came back, killing villagers. After that, the beast disappeared, but villagers began disappearing too. Once a week, someone would just be gone. And even as the weeks passed, none of them ever returned. The people of the village think the beast is responsible. They think it's kidnapping villagers. That's right. This village is under a beast's curse. So you're better off forgetting about this place and save the savage beast that dwells nearby. You don't belong in a place like this. Go back to your hometown, where it's peaceful. That's the kind of life you deserve. Javi. What? I want you to be honest with me about something. Where does... I won't tell you. Why not? They told me that you would know where the beast is, Javi. I heard it from the other villagers that you once chased the beast.
Oh, fetch. Whoop, that was a misclick. I would curse you, hand.
Sure you didn't mishear him? No, I'm positive. You know where the beast ran off to, where its hideaway is. You chased after it, found its den. And then you came back. That's what I heard. Didn't you? Why did you keep that from me? When you told me about the beast, I asked you to tell me everything you knew, Javi. But you brushed me off, saying you didn't know anything. Said that I should talk to someone else. When in reality, you know more about it than anyone else. Tell me why. Why did you hide that from me? What were you thinking? As you watched me frantically ask around the village for more information. Were you enjoying yourself? Tell me, why are you always so mean to me?
Shut up.
Huh?
Like I could tell you. Like I could actually tell you that. What did the village tell you about me? Did I go something like this? That kid couldn't even take revenge for his parents? That he's a darn coward? Huh? I'm sure you heard that one plenty from everyone, and now you think that I'm a coward too.
I don't...
Yeah, it's true. I went after the beast. I chased it down the night it killed my parents. Hiding around back, I saw it slip from the forest. So I went in after it, chasing it until it reached its den. I despised the beastia with everything I have. It murdered my mom and dad. It murdered my friends, the kindly priest, even every decent person in town. I needed to get revenge for what I had done. It was my duty to bring retribution upon the beast that stole everything from me. So I tried to confront the bestia. But I couldn't do it. Not only could I not stand up to it, as soon as I turned around and saw its eyes, its bloodshot eyes, its black irises, I couldn't move.
Javi.
Yeah, that's right. I was a coward. I watched it kill my parents, and even followed it home, but I couldn't do anything. Anything except run, flee, screaming in terror. That was all I could do.
Javi, that doesn't make you a coward. If the beast really was that terrifying.
But I was supposed to stand up to it. That's what the rest of the village would have wanted. For someone to eradicate the bestia. When I came back, having accomplished nothing, everyone was so harsh. You coward, what did you ever get out there for? Constantly ridicule.
What right do they have to? If they really want him gone, they could all go together and...
No one's got that kind of courage left. They're all waiting for someone else to speak up. Someone to stand up and say, let's go kill the beast. But no one has the guts to take that initiative. I could have been me, but the moment I fled back to the village in fear, I lost that qualification. You think that was just me being mean?
Huh?
That I didn't tell you where the beast dwells? Do you think I was just me harassing you? I've seen the beast, I know how scary it is, and I know how dangerous it is. And you think I'd tell you where it is? I know good and well what you're thinking. That the guy you're looking for might have been taken by him. And you want to go to his den and see if he's there. Knowing that, do you really think I'd tell you? If you go, it'll kill you. You don't have any evidence anyway. Nothing that points that guy to being taken by the beast. But you don't need to put your life on the line for something like that. Something so uncertain. Even if by some small chance he was taken by the beast, there's no way he'd be alive. That's what the beast does. No one comes back alive.
But you came back alive, Javi.
Huh?
Which means there's no saying for sure either way.
That's just because I ran away immediately, but even if I did manage to escape, it's no more reason not to check the beast's den.
I want to know for sure whether he's alive or dead. Somewhere, in a little corner of my heart, part of me thinks that he might be actually dead. I have to have faith, but I'm so close to cracking, to thinking he won't ever come back to me.
Then, why don't you just give up on him already?
Without knowing for sure, I can't let go. I'll debate with myself forever until I die an old lady about whether or not he's still alive. That's how my life will end.
You want closure. You want to know for sure whether he's alive or dead, right? Even if he is dead, you'll be satisfied just knowing it?
Right. Which is why I want to, at least, follow any possible leads. There might not be anything to say he's there, but there is true there remains a ship that he was on washed up in this village. If you wandered the area and ended up in the beast's den, where he was killed, then I'll let him go. So please, Javi, tell me where the beast dwells.
Make this the last time.
Huh?
Even if you find no trace of him at the beast's den, even if you don't find out whether he's alive or dead, you'll give up your search for him. You'll assume he's dead. If you don't reach some conclusion, you'll just keep searching and going in dangerous places, keep putting yourself at risk. I want you to stop that. To go back to your town and live a normal life. Settle on an answer. If you can promise me that, I'll tell you where the beast's den is.
Okay, I promise.
I really am thinking, I think the merchant, like we had the whole, like the beast killing the merchant. I think that might have just been a representation. I think the beast is the merchant. Because remember, his memory was he came into the village needing water. That's what would happen if you were shipwrecked. you would absolutely need water, and you couldn't drink ocean water.
This will be the last place I look.
2 more things. First, I'm going with you.
What? But I thought, isn't it dangerous?
Exactly! I can't let you go alone.
Javi.
I have to go with you and make sure I don't do anything stupid.
Alright, fine. And the other one is?
You will not enter the den. You don't understand just how dangerous the beast is. I know it knows no mercy. It indiscriminately attacks any human it sees. So you can't let the beast find you. You just examine the den from the outside. And when you're done, back to the village. Understood? You need to promise me this.
Okay.
Oh, right. One more thing.
Huh? I thought it was just 2 things.
This is less of a promise. More of something that would be nice. I decided when we make it back to the village, I actually would like if you could take me to your hometown.
Javi.
I'll find out some way to give permission, and I'll do my best not to be a burden on you. I'm just a kid. There's not a whole lot I can even do in a better place. But I'm surprisingly skilled with my hands. If you have work for me, I'll do anything. So, there's that.
Yes, of course I will. We'll go back to my hometown together and I'll show you all around. You can get some great ham sandwiches there. We'll eat them together in the park.
You've told me that already. Are you ever not hungry, lady?
Ah, you laughed. You just laughed, Javi.
Oh, back off. I did not laugh.
Nope, you definitely laughed. You're kind of cute when you laugh, Javi. Come on, do it again. Come on, like this.
Shut up, stay awake. Oh, stop, don't touch my cheeks.
Ha, I wanted to see it again.
I am not your plaything. Anyway, I set out tomorrow. We will return before it gets dark. You will keep your promise, and you will not do anything dangerous. Got it?
Promise. Thank you, Javi.
I don't need your thanks.
Thank you. That thank you is not for him agreeing to tell me where the beast's den is, but because I can see the Javi is trying to save me. His care calms the turbulent waves that have been crashing inside me. I was always anxious. I was always believed. I always thought I'd see him again. But I also recognized that I was practically living a fantasy. It was just too stubborn to admit it. I certainly wouldn't be able to change how I felt immediately. Probably continuing to love him. But nevertheless, Javi's words resonated comfortingly with me. I can see, if but vaguely, a new path, a new way of life appearing before me. That's what he did for me. I will make this the last time. My final attempt to find him. No matter the outcome, I will stop stubbornly believing he's still alive. And then, I'll find happiness on a different path.
Dang, that's brave. It's really brave. It'd be hard to go through that.
Master? Master? Ah, you have awakened. You gave me quite the startle. Do you not remember? You suddenly started staring off into the distance, and you would not respond to anything I said. I thought you were playing a prank on me. Your hand? Oh, yes, I did not let go of it. For if I had, we would be in quite the predicament. Someone approaching the mansion, you say? You saw them. Those images were not shown to you by me. If you saw something, then it was by your own powers. But if you think about it, that is nothing unusual. You are, after all, the master of this house. You should, in all actuality, be able to do anything I can by yourself, master. So it is very possible you could have knowledge that I do not. Now, let us return to the mansion's tale. After the second beast paid a visit, Bestia began to destabilize again. The white-haired girl would soothe his heart, but the calm was only ephemeral. He was like a cracking glass ball. If you dropped him, that would be the end. If you ever put too much force into handling him, he would shatter. He was very difficult to care for, and cracks do not heal. The damage still remains even if the two sides appear to be held together firmly in place. Furthermore, they slowly, gradually, without intervention, spread. The beast appeared to be afraid of someone's voice. He would on occasion stare into empty space and shout, cover his ears, and groan. One day, he shattered all the windows in the mansion, crushing the silverware I just polished to a shine, and destroyed all the mirrors. I assume he did not want to see his beastly self.
Now the question is, do I continue or not? Because I feel like it's going to really ramp up here in the next little bit. And we already kind of have a full episode, though it would be a bit of a shorter one. I think we're going to end it here. We're going to end here with Bestia about to confronting Paulina and the white-haired girl. I'm guessing next week's going to be the end of that chapter because it really feels like it's coming to a head now. So we will see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I could keep going, but something in me is saying stop here. And I've had good instincts up till now. I have yet to have a really bad miscalculation about length of an episode, mostly out of pure luck. But I just feel like I need to stop here before it kicks off too hard, and we see what happens when the beast shatters. Oh, it's people gonna die. People are going to die. I can feel it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. As always, it's a pleasure having you. Thank you for dealing with the shorter episode, especially because I had a rant in there. Ooh, I normally try to make sure if I have a long rant to like go ahead because like make sure things happen in the episode. But I don't know. I just feel like we're gonna want to have next episode to wrap things up properly here, and I think I'll make the commitment to that. That at the very least we'll see the conclusion of what happens when Paulina and Javi come to the mansion. We will figure out what happens next week, I promise. But thank you so much for joining me today. Sorry for the slower episode, but I still think it was a really impactful one, and it really kind of solidifies that idea that I think he's the merchant. But we'll have to find out if that's true or not. So thank you so much again, and until the next video, watch me, whatever you see me next, I'll see you there.